Fog football back again on this wonderful Wednesday. It's not quite a beautiful Sunday, but here, Wednesday will have to do. And we should talk about some contract news. Where do we start? Do we start with the green side or the blue side? Alright, I think we'll start with the blue side. And we'll talk about Bailey Rice. I think first of all, I think it's good to see that Bailey Rice is good after what happened against Bilbao. I know it was a couple of weeks ago, but I honestly thought it was going to be long term. You think of like Ryan Mason's injury between, I think that was Hull and Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. I mean, that ended his career, and never want to see a career end that way, especially when they're so young and just onto the scene. It would be a true tragedy. So thankfully for him, he's fine and he's going to get offered a new contract. And the question is, how much is he going to get offered? Years wise, I mean, the rumours, I think when you're young it tends to be 4 to 5 years, and I think that makes sense, man. And honestly, the games that Bailey Rice has featured for Rangers, he has looked the best, and if not the best, one of the best players on the park, right? And I know, I hear everybody, that wouldn't take much, you're pish, or yeah, we're pish, you know what I mean? And yeah, there might be a wee bit of unison in there, I can totally understand that, helicopter flying above me, but to still look good next to a bunch of, seasoned vets, so to speak, even though, proper, not much of a proper defender there, it's still good. He looked good against Bilbao in the first leg, till he got, the injury. I thought he was really good, actually. Didn't really put a foot wrong, especially the fact we were doing the 10 men. You've also factored in, I think, the 45 minutes that he had against Man United at Old Trafford. I know we lost that second half, but that's not down to Bailey Rice, folks. Let's be honest, man. That's not down to Bailey Rice. Nothing's that's down to Bailey Rice, but for me, you need to sign this guy up to the biggest contract as you can see functional. Because he will, make no mistake about it, be a massive part of this club's future. It's got to be. You know what I mean? You can't keep getting these promising players through the academy and not giving them time. It's like players have been given chances and they've failed. Like Alex Lowry. I think there still is a case that Alex Lowry never got a proper chance to shine at Rangers. He was kind of just judged on loan spells elsewhere, but when you go to Hearts and you don't even deliver, then how are you going to deliver for Rangers? You know what I mean? And he didn't. He really didn't. There is just a host of other players, man, that have not really been given chances at Rangers. But to me, Bailey Rice is definitely one that should be given a chance every single day of the week, and hopefully we get him penned up to that deal. Hopefully that gets sorted. Moving on though to the green side of Glasgow, Greg Taylor, right? That's the big one, because is he gonna join Rangers? Chris Boyd, McCoist have all gave their opinions on it. You know what? I think the game a couple of weeks ago, I think it was the 5-1. I think it was the 5-1 against Kelly. He comes out with his baby. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's got Celtic colours all over it. He's bringing his baby out as a mascot. I'm not saying to be flabbergasted if he left Celtic. I'd be flabbergasted if he joined Rangers. You know what I mean? I think he is the best left back in the league. Yeah, he's got mistakes in him, but honestly, what fullback doesn't have mistakes in them? You know what I mean? Honestly, especially in this league. Jeffy, Yilmaz, Taylor, Schlupp, Schlupp's been either really good or just shite with mistakes in there. Tav, Ralston, all got mistakes in them. I'd probably say two of the more consistent left backs in terms of not making that many mistakes. Johnston is definitely probably at the top, and then probably Dujon Sterling, but again, he's always injured, so it'd be unfair to compare him to people who are never injured and play way more games and things like that. So I have to wait and see, but I don't think Greg Taylor's leaving to go to Rangers, and I don't think he's leaving. New bumper contract. We've seen Rodgers speaking, but it wasn't even that long ago. It was like, I remember I seen an article there, it was like December, or was it September? I think it was like September. We want to get Greg Taylor pinned down. And he kind of did drop out the team with Schlupp coming in, but I think they've realised that Schlupp's not that good. That's a missed opportunity. I direct Jeffrey Schlupp, because all he's got to do is, you know, I'm at Palace, mid-table shite team in the Premier League. I've played a couple of games against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. That's for me next year. If I can continue with half decent performances, and he's kind of dropped the ball. Greg Taylor, you know, at Celtic kind of went, who would you rather want, Taylor's backup or Schlupp? Because obviously, I think a key thing to forget is the fact that Kieran Tierney's rejoining. So you'd obviously rather Taylor as backup, man. Younger, you can actually sell him on for a fee if it doesn't work out after a year of being backup, and you know for a fact he doesn't get injured and he's very consistent, and therefore when the inevitable happens to Tierney, which probably will be an injury, folks, let's face it, you know, he will be there to step in.
Yeah.